Hello everyone, Fidget here, and welcome back to another Farming Simulator 17 Let's Play, Let's Talk video, where we play some Farming Simulator 17 and we talk about a variety of different topics. So, if you guys are unaware, fidget spinners have become the new... I'm not even kidding, these things have become like the new Pokemon cards. If you guys lived through the era of Pokemon cards, you guys will remember how, like, every store, even stores that didn't sell, you know, any type of trading cards, meaning baseball cards, basketball cards, football cards, what have you, they were selling Pokemon cards. It was everywhere. People were going nuts over them. People were, you know, they were selling them wherever they could just to make a profit off of them. They were that crazy, and now fidget spinners have become just like that. I went into the mall the other day when we went to see the Guardians of the Galaxy, and I pointed out to my wife that almost every store that we passed had a sign out front that says, "We now sell fidget spinners," with a picture of them on there. And like FYE was selling, which that was not too far stretched, because they sell all kinds of different, like, little gadgets and goodies and all that such. So that one wasn't too far of a stretch. But when cell phone case companies, that's still not that far of a stretch. What about sports stores? You know, sports memorabilia stores, like people who sell autographs from athletes and you know, like jerseys and stuff. That one's a far-reaching one, and they were selling them. We walked through, you know, the little things in the middle of the store where they sell sunglasses, cell phone cases. You know, almost everyone had a lockbox full of fidget spinners. A little country store here, just down the road from where I live, they're selling them. I'm just like, wow, okay, this is getting crazy. And, you know, when I first got mine, my first one, I didn't think it was going to be this huge thing. And to admit, I've jumped on the cuckoo wagon with this, because I have 3 currently. I got 1 that's supposed to be shipping out. I'm not sure if it's coming or not. And then I got 4 more ordered, all different styles and stuff like that, or different colors. And I even thought about, because I saw other people doing some giveaways on them in the stream, getting a pack full of them and just give them away for people. See, I'm a different type when it comes to that, because I'm not just giving them away because they're all the rage. I'm giving them away because I honestly do believe there's benefits in, you know, playing with these things. I was a bit confused when they were labeling them as toys, but I can see how it's you know, it could be classified as a toy. Before I get much further into it, I wanted to give you guys my personal experience with it, or my personal opinion on it, whatever you want to call it. I first became aware of fidget spinners through a CSGO tournament stream, believe it or not. I was watching the stream of this tournament, and one of the guys from SK Gaming, he was sitting there, and in between rounds, like after he had died, or when there was a pause in the gameplay, you would see him pick a fidget spinner up, and you could see him sitting there spinning it as he's sitting there waiting. And I immediately became like, what is that thing he's using, and where can I get one? Because it looked really cool. I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't even know it had side benefits to it. I saw it and I thought it looked cool, so I wanted one. And I couldn't find any information on it. Even the casters didn't really know what it was. They were just kind of like, what's the thing he's using? It looks kind of cool. Oh, it's got his logo on it. You know, stuff like that. They didn't even know what it was at that point in time. So it was kind of a mystery, and I was like, man, I want one. Then about a week later, a video popped up in my newsfeed on Facebook, and it was about these fidget toys, and I watched it and figured out they're called fidget spinners. And I was like, oh, wow, okay. And I was like, watching the video and listening to and reading through what they were saying, and like the benefits of it, and I was like, wow, there's actually some sort of benefit to this. This is actually pretty cool. I'm interested now, and that's exactly how it happened. And I started watching, looking out for places to buy them, checking the prices, and I came across one that was a couple of dollars, and I bit the bullet. I was like, hey, what's the risk here? Even if it doesn't help me, with stress or anything, it's still a pretty cool toy to play with. So I picked it up, and I gotta say, I wasn't completely sold on this whole thing as, it's a stress reliever or what have you. I wasn't sold on that, and I wasn't really expecting it to do anything, but I can say it's actually helped me out in other ways. I guess, I don't know. I have a thing called a nervous tic where my leg shakes, and it's something I've done all my life, and it's something that drives my wife absolutely crazy, because I can sit over here and I'll shake my leg, and as I'm shaking my leg, of course my chair shakes, and especially when I had my old chair, you could sit. I could sit here and shake my leg, and you'd hear, and you guys might have even heard that when I was streaming. It happens. It's something I can't control really, and I do it without knowing I'm doing it sometimes. So it's just a tick, a habit I have. And since I've gotten this, I noticed that doesn't really happen anymore. I can't credit for the fidget spinner. It doesn't say it helps with nervous tics or anything. Of course, it could be something to do with stress or something. I don't know. Like I said, I'm no psychiatrist. I'm no psychologist. I'm no scientist. I can't prove anything of what I'm telling you. I'm just telling you that I've noticed that the leg shaking doesn't happen quite as often. There's times when I'm like really nervous or on edge when it just kind of whips out, or if I don't have the fidget spinner around to just kind of play with, then it does happen. But it's I can put my hand on the Bible right now and swear to it that it is helped with that, and that's something I'm kind of happy about. And it's also helped with my whole tapping on the desk. I did that a lot, to the point where my wife would be like, "Do you mind?" And sorry, I didn't even know I was doing it. And now of course my fingers are busy with spinning the fidget spinner. It's something that takes my mind, distracts me from wanting to tap and do all this. I can honestly say that I've used it while I'm streaming. I can say that I've used it while I was editing. I haven't used it when I was recording, because a lot of times my hands are busy on whatever I'm playing, so it takes my mind off of it. But I can say I've done it quite often, and it helps. It really does help me, and that's why I was so disheartened when I saw it classified as a toy, because it's so much more than just a toy. And I think the whole toy being added onto it is what is making so many people have negative reactions towards these things, because it really has. It's become the next popular toy, and when there's kids, it actually benefits kids, and it was actually, from what I read, created to help kids. When kids are actually benefit from it, such as kids with ADHD, they said it actually, there's some sort of benefit for them, as something to play with, to help them concentrate more on the task at hand instead of going off and doing something else. It's helped them out a lot. And there's even people in the classroom who have used them and helped them out a lot, be more focused. Now it's become a toy, and kids are taking them into school just to play with, and it hurts those kids who are benefiting from it, because now, you know, little Timmy has a fidget spinner. He has ADHD, and it's helped him, and I think they even said it's helped autism. I'm not 100% certain on this. I haven't done any 100% research. I've just, from what I've read. Now, little Timmy, who uses that as a tool to help him focus and concentrate on what's going on, can't play with his fidget spinner anymore, because little Bobby's got, you know, little Bobby over there has got, you know, the coolest one of the bunch, and everybody's fighting over it, so the teacher has to take them all away. You know, dang you, little Bobby, for ruining everything. But yeah, it really is. It's sad, because now, you know, they're not seen as an actual tool in the classroom. They're seen as a toy, and I think that's why it irks me so, because there's actual benefits that can be had from these things. They're not just toys for kids to just, you know, lose in a week or two. But I mean, they're a fad. It's become a fad, and that's, you know, that's how it's gonna go. And for people who want to call it just a fad, don't go out style like what, Pokemon Go. They were right about Pokemon Go, but this thing, these fidget spinners are not just a fad to people who actually use them for what they're designed for, or use them for what people sell them for, and that's for, you know, helping with the list of benefits that it claims. And, you know, I can tell you, I don't know if it's helping my stress out. I can't tell you for 100% certain that, you know, it's my stress level has gone down. I can't tell you if it helps me concentrate or not. I can tell you a lot of times when I'm watching a video or watching the playback of something and listening, I'll sit here with my fidget spinners and I'll sit here and play. You know, I can say that in all honesty, but I can say that since I've started using them, I have noticed my, you know, like my nervous tick and stuff has lessened. I know my need to you know, drum or play with something has gone down. And I did watch a video where it's supposed to help with, you know, especially like guys who like to flip their knife open and flip it closed. It's supposed to help with them as well. And I can say that's quite true, because here sits my flip razor knife, which I used to always sit here and open and close, and I just found it's been missing for a couple weeks. So I just found it buried behind a monitor on my desk, and I was like, wow, okay, this thing used to never leave my side, and since I've been fooling around with these fidget spinners, it went missing. So I can say that it really does help with that as well. And someone said that the guy who I initially watched the explanation video on said that's what he uses them for, because he said exactly what I just said. He would take like little flip knives and sit here and constantly open them and close them, open them and close them, open them and close them. And sometimes he would cut himself, and, you know, he would do it in public too, and he wasn't really paying attention. He knows he'd pull his knife out and flip it open and close. That's not something you really do in public. You don't just whip out a knife, and depending on, you know, like the size of the knife and how the knife looks, that could make some people uneasy. So it's mighty crucial for people like that who have that habit of sitting playing with a knife. I would never pull out a knife in public and sit there and play with it. So I never had that problem, but I can see where some people would. Yeah, it is cool. I know, I'm a terrible person to talk about this because I currently have three. I currently have three of them. I got one that my first one, which is probably still my favorite one because it's still I don't know. It's the quietest of the bunch, and it's just super smooth. It's really nice, and it glows in the dark, which is really really cool. Sorry, I'm staying still on screen because I'm picking them up and talking about them. So yeah, this one, I don't know. It's just, it feels different. It's, you know, it's smooth all the way around. Or well, there's no jagged edges on it whatsoever. And like I said, it's super quiet. You guys probably can't even hear it. You guys probably won't hear any of them because my mic probably won't pick it up. But yeah, it's nice. The second one I got here, this one is I really dislike, and I only catch myself using it when I'm not paying attention. I just reach over and pick one up. But my wife got it for a couple of cents to review, and yeah, you get what you pay for, because this one does have rough edges. There's rough edges all over it. The cap pops out without a problem. It's actually fallen off before. And it's super loud. Again, I don't know if you guys will be able to hear that. It's super loud, and the whole thing, when you're spinning it, vibrates. So it's not as smooth as the other two. Definitely not as smooth as the first one. And when I see if I can make it loud on the table. Now my mic might be able to pick up that. Compared to the other one, nothing. Not a sound at all. So I really dislike this one. I just keep it around because it, you know, if my kids want to play with the one, this is the one they get. The other one I have, I actually picked up in the store the other day, and I picked it up originally for my daughter because it's pink. And I was looking for a purple one. I couldn't find a purple one, so she wanted one. I got her a pink and black one, and then she ended up getting one of them Hatchimals, and she completely lost interest in this thing. But this is easily my second favorite because this one is actually smooth all over. It's like a really smooth plastic, whereas the first one I got, while it's smooth all around, it's kind of a rougher plastic. And this one again is super quiet. And this one was only like $5, so it's really nice. And I got more on the way. I found one you could get for free with $5 shipping. I got it, and I ordered a tie one. I got one for, or my wife's ordered a couple of different ones. One of them's like a metal with like a knight, like a what's it called? Something you would see on like a suit of armor, like, you know, different logos on it, which looks really really cool. I got a couple that look like the fade knives in CS:GO. I got a couple of those coming, so I've hopped right on board with this whole fidget spinner fad, what have you. But I actually I see the benefits from them. I am proof that these things have more than just a toy, or these things are more than just a toy. These things have actually helped me, and I highly recommend if you guys notice yourself having nervous tics, or if you notice you like to tap on your desk with a pen or with your fingers or what have you, go out to your nearest store. Even if you get one of these cheap ones, like I was talking about, these little cheap ones that are very crappily made, they still actually have the same effect. They're just not as nice. But go out to your local mall or your local, even they're selling them even in gas stations, and pick one up for $5. I mean, what do you have to lose? Even if you don't gain any benefits from it, it's still a cheap little cool little toy that you can, you know, fiddle with and sit at your desk instead of, you know, tapping on and driving people nuts. Especially if you get one of these quiet ones, nobody hears it. It's out of mind, out of sight. only you know what you're doing. So I recommend them. I really do. And if your kid doesn't gain any benefits from these fidget toys, don't allow them to take it to school, or don't tell them do not use it in class, even if other people are using it in class, because there is actual kids who benefit from it, and when people take them in there and play with them as a toy and cause a disturbance, and schools end up banning them, or schools end up not allowing these in the classroom, those kids who benefit from these lose out. So make sure you know, express that to your kids, and hopefully if your kids are old enough to understand and understand that, you know, little Timmy actually does, you know, gain some sort of benefit from that spinner. So don't act stupid with them. And I know my oldest one, I don't think she's aware of them. I'm pretty sure she's aware of them, but she hasn't really said anything about it yet. So I don't know, but I know my youngest one, she's, like I said, she was, until she got that dumb Hatchimal, she wanted one. Now that she's got the Hatchimal, she kind of lost interest. You know, every now and then when I'm back here playing with it, she'll come back here and spin it with me, but, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, I'm done rambling about cool fidget spinners. If you guys want me to, I will post a video of each of them, the ones I have online, and definitely, actually, I'll do it. I'll post it anyway. I'll post it on my Instagram anyway. I'll let you guys. I'll post it actually tonight, so that way tomorrow you know what the video's about. So if you have anything against fidget spinners, you don't have to watch. But yeah, I'm getting more, and I've even thought about, because I've seen other people doing it, and the difference between me and them are, I'm not doing it for views. I'm not doing it just to give away cool toys. I've actually thought about buying a pack of them, and when I get them in, doing a giveaway stream on them, and send them to you guys with like a little thank you note or something if you guys do win. Because I actually, like I said, I benefit from it, so you might benefit from it too. If not, you get a cool little souvenir from me. So if you guys are interested in that, you know, let me know, and I'll go ahead and pull the trigger and give a couple of them away to you guys. And like I said, I'd ship them out. I'd sign up, or sign whatever you want. If you want me to sign the card, or if you want me to try to, I don't think I could sign one of these things. They're too small. But I might be able to, like, initial FF on there. I don't know. If you guys are interested, let me know, and I'll go ahead and pick up a few and give them away to you guys. But anyway, that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. I'm sorry if I was paused a lot of time, because I talk better with it in my hand, and I've just picked it up again. I talk, and it would be super beneficial if I had a webcam to show you guys. But I don't do face reveal videos. But anyway, I talk better with demonstrating with my hands instead of just rambling on. But that's gonna do it, guys. If you did like the video, be sure and leave a like down below. If you guys want to see more Let's Plays, Let's Talks videos, be sure to click subscribe. You are dirty. Not you, the cow. I mean, look at the cow. It's dirty. But anyway, as always, guys, thank you for watching, and bye-bye.